Hello friends, we finished doing with infinitives. That's the first part of the non-finite verb that we have covered. Now let's go to the next non-finite verb, and that is gerunds. As I told you earlier, gerunds are verbal nouns. That means verbs playing the role of a noun. Okay. Now here you can form verbal nouns in two ways by adding suffixes. That means you can add al, anc, ment, like see, refuse, refusal, accept, acceptance, judge, judgment. So you can make a gerund by using a suffix, and you can also add ing to it: loving, sleeping, walking. Now look at the sentence here. I like the reading of geography. Now whenever we are using a noun, we use the article the, and in front of it. But here I've used a gerund reading and I've used the article the in front of it. Okay, so it plays a double role. It plays a verb as a verb as well as a noun. Okay, of geography. I've used the preposition of over here. So here the word reading is playing a double role, that of a verb and that of a noun. So is this clear? Now, so it's a double part of speech, a verb as well as a noun. Now, smoking is a bad habit. Let me ask a question. What is a bad habit? I get my answer as smoking. It is a verb, but it is playing the role of a noun. What? Swimming is a good exercise. What is a good exercise? Swimming. So, it's a verb as well as a noun. Sleeping is necessary for life. What is necessary for life? Sleeping. So all these are gerunds. They play the role of a noun, and here they are used as a subject of a verb. So always remember, for a noun we use the question what. And here they start with the beginning of the sentence. So all these verbal nouns are used as a subject of a verb. Okay, right. Now let's go to the next example. He gave up smoking. Here in front of the word smoking, you have one more word that is written, and it is a preposition. So my WH question will be, what did he give up? What did he give up? My answer is smoking. So here the gerund, the word smoking, which is a gerund, is object of the preposition up. Object of a preposition. Let's say the next one. We enjoyed swimming in the river. Enjoyed what? Swimming. He enjoyed sleeping in the open air. Enjoyed, what did he enjoy? Sleeping in the open air. What did he give up? Smoking. So all these are objects of the verbs gave, enjoyed, enjoyed. Okay, so a gerund can also be an object of a verb. Let's go to the next one. One of his bad habits is smoking. What he likes best is fishing. His constant habit was sleeping. Now, I have told you there are verbs of incomplete predication. That means verbs that need something to complete their sense. So here, in the first sentence it is. In the next sentence again it is. And the next sentence it is was. So these are forms of the basic verb to be. Okay, so here, what habit? Smoking. What does he like best? Fishing. What is his constant habit? Sleeping. So all these answer the question what, but they are placed after the incomplete verbs. So therefore, gerunds can be complements of a verb of incomplete predication. Now let's go to the next example. I have an aversion to fishing. What have I an aversion to fishing? Preposition. Remember the question what? What have I an aversion to? Fishing. So fishing is a verb, but it is playing the role of a noun. He was punished for telling a lie. Punished for what? Telling a lie. We were prevented from seeing the prisoner. Prevented from what? Seeing the prisoner. On hearing the noise, the children ran out of the classroom. I can restructure the sentence. The children ran out of the classroom on hearing the noise. So here, okay. So preposition plus gerund. Preposition plus gerund. Preposition plus gerund. Remember all these examples of verbs as used as nouns. So we began with how we can use suffixes. Okay? ing, and these are verbal nouns. Then we learned how they can be used as subject of a verb. Always remember the framed question is with what, and we do use the word what or the wh what for a noun. Okay? Then we understood that they are object of a verb. Okay? The next example explains that they are object of verbs of incomplete predication. And the last examples explain to us that they are object of a preposition. So this is the way you try to understand gerund. But if you want to differentiate between participles and gerunds, your question is what? Remember that you'll never go wrong. Of course, I'll try to clarify with you the difference between a gerund and a participle. Okay? We've comprehended for ourselves how we use a gerund as a subject of a verb, object of a verb, complement of a verb, object of a preposition. So these are all these gerunds. The usage is mainly giving us to understand that these are verbs that are used as nouns. Okay? Now look at this. We can also form compound nouns by using these gerunds. See, frying pan, walking stick, swimming costume. They come along with the noun. They come along with the noun. So these are compound nouns. So these are gerunds that come along with the nouns. Then gerunds can also be used in a possessive form. Look, see, all depends on Urmila's passing the examination. All depends on passing the examination by Urmila. So instead of that, I have used the possessive form. Urmila's passing the examination. We left the place without anyone's knowing. Again, anyone's. This is a possessive form, and knowing will be your gerund. So all these explain to you how we are using gerunds in their possessive forms. So now look at the difference between gerunds and infinitives. Walking is good for health. To walk is good for health, or it is good for health to walk. Finding fault is easy. Finding. It is easy to find fault. We eat for living. We eat to live, or to eat we live. Okay? He likes playing cards. So, playing here, likes what? Playing. This is a gerund. So, he likes to play cards. So, gerunds can be framed as infinitives also. So, bear this in mind. I just wanted to make you understand how these non-finites can be used as gerunds and they can be transformed into infinitives. Now, these examples show you how gerunds can be used absolutely. Look at the first example. On hearing the noise, we woke up. So, here, on hearing is actually a phrase where I've used a preposition plus gerund. So, on hearing is an absolute phrase by itself. Singing to herself was her chief delight. Now, singing to herself. Here you have the gerund, you have the preposition, and you have the pronoun. So singing to herself is a phrase which is used absolutely. Was her chief delight. Jumping over the fence, the thief escaped. So jumping over. Gerund plus preposition. And one thing I like to bring to your notice, see, we are placing this in front of nouns. The noise. Here it's placed in front of the pronoun. Here it is placed in front of the noun. So nouns, here we place gerunds in before the nouns. But these I call absolute because they are phrases. They are phrases that complete the sentence structure. Asking questions is easier than answering them. Asking questions. What is easier? Asking questions than answering. Here answering also is a gerund. So gerunds can be used absolutely as phrases in a sentence structure. So I presume you must have comprehended the word gerund, which means a verbal noun. A verb used as a noun. Of course, with exercise, when we are doing a little bit of revision, I'll drive home to you the difference between the infinitive, the gerund, and the participle. Okay? Thank you. Thank you for watching. Please do like, share, and subscribe.